Hello, my dear students. Welcome to your world of learning English. How are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am well by the mercy of Allah. I am so glad to be your part in this course. You know that the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic is drastically changing the lives of people. Result in school shut all across the world. As a result, education has changed dramatically with the rise of e-learning. I promise you will find it very interesting to learn online from your home. I wish you enjoy the most. Let's let's get started. Today our topic is articles. You know that there are three articles in English. The articles are the words a and an, a and the. They define whether something is specific or unspecific. It is also called special modifiers that appears before noun or noun phrase. Like other adjectives, they help clarify the meaning of the noun in your sentence. After definition of articles, what do we find about articles are words used before and modifies noun, function as adjectives, specific or general, a and the. Articles may be classified of two categories, or there are two types of article as per their usage: definite articles and indefinite article. For definite article, the is called the definite article. It defines its noun as something specific, that is, something previously mentioned or known, something unique, something being identified by the speaker. For indefinite articles, a and an are called the indefinite articles. They define their noun as something unspecific, that is, something mentioned for the first time. Article "the" comes to the list of definite article, shows unique of specific thing. Indefinite article For indefinite article, it does not show any uniqueness or specific thing. Instead, it shows things is being said in general. Now, let's look into examples to better understand. Suppose there is a group of apple in front of you. You are given a choice to eat one of them. If you want to eat one of them, what you will say? I want to eat an apple from the group of apple. For indefinite article, I want to eat the apple which is at first position from the group of apple. For definite article, here I used the pointing out specific apple. I have all sorry. You have also noticed I have used an to generalized apple. For indefinite article, I have used an, not a, for pointing apple in general context. Let's understand why we used an instead of a. So, how to decide when to use a or an? Physically, there are 26 letters in English, out of which 5 are vowels and the rest 21 are consonant. If words begin with vowel sound, "an" is used. Please note you have to check vowel sound and consonant sound. There are 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U, and there are 21 consonants are B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. Let us look into example when we use an before a word like vowel, an ant, an enemy, an ice cream, an orange, an umbrella. For an hour, notice the word hour. It appears to age as consonant, but we use here it as a vowel. Age is You will notice that H is silent here. Hours begins with vowel sound. So an is used before the word hour. Let's look into example when we use a before a word. A boy, a woman, a horse, a book. Age all starts with the consonant sound. Let's look into what start with vowel letter, but starting letter is consonant. A European, a university, a 1 rupee note. These start with consonant sound. A is used before these words. Let's let's quickly revise what do we learn from this lesson. Usage and examples. A is used before words beginning with a consonant sound. A man, a lamb, a cat. An is used before words that begin with a vowel sound. An apple, an eraser, an umbrella. And should agree with a and an should agree with the first sound in the adjective or the adverb adjective combinations which stands before a noun. An 80-year-old man, a golden necklace, a pretty girl. A we use a before words, letters, numbers which sound like they begin with consonant even if the first letter is a vowel. A euro, a university, a one. Use an before words, letters, numbers which sound like they start with a vowel even if the first letter is a consonant. An hour, an F, an 8. Rules for using articles a and an. A must be used before words which begin with a vowel symbol pronounced with the same sound as the u or a wa like sound. For example, a euro, a unicycle, a university, etc. Sometimes an is found before words beginning with the letter H. An hour, an honor, an year, etc. We use an before abbreviation that begin with a vowel sound. An MA, an MSc, an MBBS, etc. A or an must be used before a singular noun standing for things that can be counted. A chair, a bottle, an umbrella. It's a or an must be used before the names of professions. A director, an editor, a teacher. When you mean a, typical example use a or an. A cat drinks milk. Number 7. such plus an plus noun or such plus a or an plus adjectives plus noun. Rare. For example, such a policy, such a long tip, such a great teacher, an honest man. The following word has an indefinite article, so plus adjective plus and an plus noun. So boring a book. So beautiful an actress. Few and little are negative in meaning. A few and a little are positive and mean some. Is young and has little experience of life. Number 10. In its original numerical sense of 1, for example, not a word was said. 12 inches make a foot. Number 11. An one thing or person. She works in a hospital. I have got a puppy. We use a and an when we say what a thing or a person is. For example, Coca-Cola is a beverage. A dog is a domestic animal. Now, I will discuss in details on definite article the. We use the for direction regions: the north, the south, the east, the and the west. Union unions of countries, states: the United States of America, the United Kingdom, group of islands: the Philippines, the Caribbean, the Canaries. Seas: the Mediterranean, the Black Sea, the Red Sea, the Nile. Gulfs: the Gulf Stream, the Persian Gulf, the Finland Gulf. Groups of lakes: the Great Lakes, the Short Lakes, the Brohini Lakes. Rivers: the Danube, the Dnipro, the Amazon. Canals and channels: the English Channel, the Panama Channel, the Suez Canal. Poles: the North Pole and the South Pole. Republic: the Czech Republic, the Republic of Cuba, the Congo. polar regions, the Arctic and the Antarctic, groups of mountains, the Rocky Mountains, the Caucasus, the Carpathian Oceans, the Pacific, the Indian, the Atlantic, and the Arctic. Regions of countries: the American Midwest, the Mekong Delta Desert, the Sahara, the Gobi, the Karakum. Now I will talk about omission of articles. When to use no article. To talk about things in general, milk is good for you. Milk is a liquid substance. Here we do not use an article. To talk about sports and games, let us go and play basketball. Number 3. Before the names of countries: Japan, France, Italy, etc. Except the UK, the US, etc. UK has a significant meaning that United Kingdom, and US has the meaning that United States of America. Number 4. Before the names of a language, we are learning English, Bengali, German, etc. Number 5. Before the names of railway station, when they are also place names. Number 6. Before the names of meals, that is, they invited some friends to dinner. Before noun, class, number. The laboratory is in room 6 on the third floor. Look at the screen. Here you find a chart to make clear about articles. Count, non-count, nouns with articles. Noun, count, non-count. Count, singular, plural. Non-specific, specific, plural, specific, non-specific. Non-specific A and N, specific D. Non-count, non-specific, specific. Non-specific means there is no article. Specific means article D. The unique things have D. For example, the sun, the moon. Some institutional buildings do not have an article if you visit them for the reason this building exists. But if you go to the building for another reason, you must use the. To make it clear, I am going to give you an example to make example. C C is in is in in hospital at the moment. It means she is ill. Her husband goes to the hospital to her to see her every afternoon. Her husband is not ill, but she is going to the hospital to see her every afternoon. For this reason, we have used article the. I bought a sandwich for lunch. I shared the sandwich with my friend. Use a or an to introduce a noun the first time it is mentioned, and then the is used afterwards whenever the noun is mentioned. Here the sandwich. Do not use a or an with a plural noun. They talk about a good restaurants. It is incorrect because there is a noun restaurants written in a plural form. Correct. Whenever you mean unspecific reference, they talk about a good restaurant to visit. For specific reference, we use they talk about the good Italian restaurant on Main Street. We do not use a if the country is singular. He lives in England. But if country's name has plural meaning, we use the. The Netherlands, the United States of America. Continents, towns, and streets do not have an article. Africa, New York. For abbreviation, we can use the UN, the USA, the IMF. We use the before classes of people: the rich, the poor, the British. Sports article do not have an article. He plays football. Illness do not have an article. He has got appendicitis. But we say a cold, a headache. Jobs use him, such as I am a teacher. We do not use articles before uncountable and abstract nouns used in a general sense. Honey is sweet, not the honey is sweet. Sugar is bad for your teeth. Wisdom is better than riches. Virtue is its own reward. Note that uncountable nouns take the article "the" when used in a particular sense. We do not use article before plural countable nouns used in a general sense. Children usually rush about computers are useful machines. Note that plural nouns take article "the" when they are used in a particular sense. Where are the children's? Which children or our children? My dear student, time is flying very fast. I have to conclude here. So stay safe, stay home, Stay protected.